Meet the world's most fearless animal. The honey badger has been entered into the Guinness Book of Records as the most fearless animal in the world. But what's it really like? Is it crazy, immortal, or just clever and smart? That's exactly what we'll talk about today. Let's dive in. If I had to pick one video that perfectly shows what a honey badger is all about, it would be a random clip filmed somewhere in Africa. In the video, our little hero is caught in the deadly grip of a massive python. At first glance, it seems like this might be the end for the honey badger. It's wrapped up tight, and it looks like the snake is ready to swallow it whole. But the honey badger doesn't give up. It struggles and fights to break free, which is already impressive since a python's muscles are usually strong enough to crush the heart or lungs of its prey within moments. Meanwhile, we see a jackal nearby, clearly eyeing a meal. Whether it's the badger or the snake, it doesn't seem to care. Maybe the jackal distracts the python for a split second. Or maybe the badger somehow manages to loosen the grip on its own. Either way, the honey badger breaks free. What does it do next? Does it run away? Not a chance. It shakes off the shock and immediately attacks the python, biting it over and over until the snake is dead. Then it scares off the jackals, drags the snake into the bushes, and sits down to enjoy its well-earned dinner. Here's another wild clip. Two honey badgers are being released into the wild while a group of people, including cameramen and sound techs, gather around to watch. As soon as the gate opens, the badgers rush out. But before heading off, they make it clear they're not afraid to fight for their freedom. It's like they're saying, "Don't even think about chasing us. We'll make it impossible for you." The honey badger's message is simple. It doesn't matter how big you are. Leave me alone, or I'll fight back. Let's start with the basics. Honey badgers aren't very big. They're about the size of a house cat, but in the wild, they have to deal with predators much larger than themselves. Lions, hyenas, leopards, wild dogs, and all the other dangers of the African wilderness. Honey badgers are mostly found in Africa, where survival is no easy task. Every day, they face the risk of becoming a bigger predator's meal. On top of that, they have to deal with venomous snakes and scorpions. In short, life among Africa's top predators is tough, especially when you're small. To survive, the honey badger uses every advantage it has and backs it up with some cleverness. They say the best defense is a good offense, and honey badgers live by this rule. Here's a clip of an African lion, the king of the savanna, spotting what it thinks is an easy meal. A small animal it can quickly catch and eat. But unlucky for the lion, that small animal happens to be a honey badger. Instead of running away, the badger turns around and charges at the lion. This kind of reaction leaves big predators confused. They're not used to prey that fights back. Usually, animals panic and run, which only encourages predators to chase them. But when the prey attacks, predators think twice. They wonder if the prey has poison, sharp spikes, or some other deadly trick. So, what about honey badgers? Do they have a secret weapon? Their fearlessness isn't just about being crazy. It's backed by some impressive natural defenses. One of the most unique features of the honey badger is its thick, tough skin, especially around its neck and back. This skin can be up to 8 millimeters thick and, combined with dense, coarse fur, works like a bulletproof vest. People say a honey badger's skin is so tough, it can resist blows from spears or even machetes. Check out this video. Here, a honey badger goes head-to-head with a porcupine. Most animals would think twice before messing with those sharp quills, but not the honey badger. Even when the porcupine charges with its spikes raised, the badger doesn't back down. It's almost as if the quills don't bother it at all. But their battle might go deeper than it seems, as shown in this photo. What happened here? Did the porcupine survive? We'll never know for sure. The skin of this animal isn't just thick and tough. It's also lined with a layer of fat underneath. This makes it loose and flexible on its body. Because of this unique design, when a honey badger is grabbed by the neck by a leopard or a lion, it can twist and wriggle its way out of the predator's jaws and launch a counterattack. Now let's dive into the origin of the honey badger's name. This creature absolutely loves honey, and with such a strong love for honey, the honey badger naturally has to be resistant to bee stings. First of all, bees have a hard time piercing its tough skin, which is covered with stiff fur. But even if they do manage to sting it, the honey badger seems to have a certain resistance to venom. This allows it to withstand the assault of angry bees much longer than most animals could. The honey badger is also surprisingly resistant to the venom of scorpions and snakes, even highly venomous ones like cobras or black mambas, both of which the honey badger actively hunts. Sometimes the potent venom does make its way into the honey badger's bloodstream. For an animal of its size, this should be fatal. Yet there have been documented cases where a honey badger, accidentally bitten during an attack on a cobra, fell into a short 1-hour nap. Afterward, it woke up, finished its meal, and carried on as if nothing had happened. Venom clearly isn't harmless to the honey badger, but its body seems to neutralize it quickly. One theory suggests this resistance could stem from the fact that young honey badgers are exposed to toxins early in life. They are even fed venomous animals as part of their diet. But the honey badger's defense mechanisms don't stop at thick skin and venom resistance. It also comes equipped with a chemical weapon, similar to what a skunk uses. When threatened, the honey badger can release a foul-smelling substance aimed at its attacker. The stench is so powerful that it often discourages predators from pursuing their attack. Interestingly, this chemical weapon might also have another use. Some researchers believe the smell calms bees when the honey badger raids wild beehives, making it easier for the animal to steal its sweet prize. The honey badger's coloring even resembles that of a skunk. These bold, contrasting black and white patterns are often nature's way of sending a clear warning to potential predators. Stay away. Such striking colors are easy to remember, and if a predator has an unpleasant encounter with the honey badger, it's likely to avoid anything resembling it in the future. One of the honey badger's most impressive assets is its incredibly long and strong claws. These claws are perfect for digging into the ground and raiding wild beehives. But they're not just for finding food. They're also highly effective weapons during fights with larger animals. Another weapon in the honey badger's arsenal is its powerful jaws, capable of crushing even the tough shell of a turtle. But there's one more thing we need to add to the honey badger's impressive arsenal. Something easy to overlook, but arguably the most important of all: its cunning and intelligence. Researchers who have studied these animals, along with those who work with them in wildlife rehabilitation centers, all agree. The honey badger demonstrates a remarkable ability to solve problems and even use tools. Simply put, it's incredibly smart. In this clip, you can see one using a container to climb and reach food. And that's just one of many examples of the honey badger's creativity that researchers have observed. When we put all of this together, we get a picture of a small but well-armed and, most importantly, clever and intelligent animal. There are countless videos online showcasing the honey badger's courage, and those are usually the ones that go viral. But believe me, there are also plenty of clips showing the honey badger failing. Even some I've included in today's video. So, does the honey badger deserve the title of the bravest, most fearless animal? Absolutely. If anything, its failures prove just how bold and fearless it truly is.